Hey Terrarians, how's it going? My name is Pixelated Fireball, and welcome back to the Spirit Mod. So, in the last episode, we did quite a bit of surface world exploration that took a lot longer than I expected. Killed some bosses along the way, though, and completed a contract for the adventurer over here, which he was happy to reward us with some items, but the most important thing that he gave me for that was this little thing right here, the floral seed bag. And this thing, for the low price of 10 silver, contains a handful of mushroom grass seeds and jungle grass seeds. These, in particular, are going to be very useful, actually they both will, if I end up making a little spawning room, so I can get some jungle growing down there like I did in my previous Let's Plays. Make it a lot easier, and the mushroom grass seeds will be invaluable for Shroomite, so I'm glad that I can buy a good handful of them. I think a whole stack you can get out of about, like a stack of bags, you can get a full stack of a lot of these, I think maybe 2 stacks of jungle grass. I'm not sure exactly how the drop rate works for those things, but that's a thing that we can get now. Pretty fantastic. And I actually did something with those down below. I have something I gotta show you that I built down here. Just gotta go down this happy little elevator right here. Just drop on down in and oh my goodness. What is this? Now how in good gosh, golly good gracious did this end up down here? Oh, that is just bizarre. I have no idea what that's doing here. It's a very unusual world generation, but you know what? I guess you know the world has spoken. RNG has spoken. So anyway, moving past that, we are down here in this lovely underground mushroom biome that I have built for myself. It's not very big and it's a little bit challenging to traverse, but I'm gonna make some modifications to it later once I finally unlock the mechanic. But I got that taken care of, so we will be more than ready to get that Shroomite when the time comes. Get that out of the way early, thanks to the adventurer. Also, there is some new things that these fellows can drop now. Specifically, Celine, our gambler buddy, and the adventurer. First off, from Celine, at nighttime you can buy this new item called the Ace of Diamonds. Enemies killed by critical hits drop Diamond Aces. Diamond Aces give you 15% increased damage for 3 seconds upon collecting. Now, I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to swap out any of these items for that. Maybe I might just take a little bit of my mobility away for the chance of doing a little bit extra damage. I never really paid attention to how often monsters get murdered by critical strikes. I don't really pay attention to that, but it's interesting nonetheless. It seems like a lot of things in this mod so far have really done something special with critical strikes. Like, it makes it more than just a little extra pow, little bang to your buck there. They actually add different effects to it, so whenever you critical strike, your weapons do different things thanks to the glyphs, or, you know, maybe your accessories and items make critical strikes more unique and interesting, which I really, really enjoy. Makes it feel like it's more of a engaging experience, you could say. And the adventurer here, he sells something, I think it has to do with the moon phases, I'm not sure. Because I didn't see it every night, I'm assuming it has to do with the moon phases. But this absolute beast of a man is selling cursed torches for, I forget how much they are, but I now have a whole bunch of stacks of cursed torches that I can use for my exploration in pre-hard mode, which is fantastic. That is just wonderful, to be able to go underground and not have to worry about my entire cavern being flooded by water or lava or whatever else might happen to fall down there. So that's pretty much everything that is new from those guys. I've been playing the loot box lottery with Celine up here, and I must be pretty lucky because I've just about got 2 platinum from her. I think my gambling addiction is starting to really come into its full bloom, you could say. And I'm totally happy to throw all my money on her. I just kind of stand up there and I just kind of hand her money, and then, you know, the EA logo slowly appears over her face, you know, and then all of a sudden I just am out of money, and I'm broke and sad. But then I get some more, and it just keeps it going. You know how this works. It's okay. Like I said, it's why they're illegal. Illegal fun. It's the best kind of fun. But anyway, with all that being said and done, it is time to go out on another little bit of surface world adventuring and exploration. First off, we are going to go over to the corruption and take down the Eater of Worlds. I have already prepared myself a good healthy handful helping of Jester's arrows, and with the rapid fire of the eye shot, I think I might be using this instead. I know that it gives most of its, like, special effect to wooden arrows, but the rapid fire ability of it definitely makes it probably my #1 choice for dealing with the Eater of Worlds. So I might just hold on to the Florin Bow. Just, you know, dealing with other enemies, use my frost arrows, and save my Jesters for the big boss. I put Sanguine Strike on eye shot. I figured that might be pretty helpful. being that it penetrates multiple targets, I imagine I could probably get Sanguine from all of them. Unless they did a thing where it only counts the Eater of Worlds as like a solid entity, like only its head or its tail or something would give me that effect. But if it doesn't, and I have the ability to shoot Jester's arrows in all of his segments, and he gives me life regen or life steal for each one, I don't think I'll be able to die. But we're gonna have to try it out and see how it goes. Excuse me, Antlion, do you mind? Hello? I said, do you mind? I'm just trying to traverse your desert. Excuse me. I'm not bothering you. You gasp at me somewhere else. Anyway, it's time to go to the corruption, and I'll see ya when I get there. Alright, here we go. Into the corruption. The last time that we were here... Okay, I was just about to say we came across some new enemies. I guess that's a new one. What is it called? It is called a Masticator. Well, whatever you do in your free time is your own business, buddy. I don't judge. But, yeah, I don't know exactly what it is that he is going to masticate. It looks like... Is that his mouth right there? He's kind of got a droopy mouth? I don't know. He doesn't seem to be able to find a path to me very easily. It looks like he just kind of flew into the underside of that cave there. But whatever, everybody's got their thing that they do. There's another one, another Masticator up there. We'll just fly past it. What is that? Pesterfly. Ah, God, Masticators. God, what are you? Oh my God, things are everywhere. Okay, back away. Pesterfly. It shoots minions at me. Oh my God. Go away. Leave me be. I'm just trying to explore. Okay. Well, there they go. They all fly away. Maybe it's like that one Stardust tower enemy where when they die after they're being summoned, they charge at me. Have to keep my eyes out for that. All right. What is that? It exploded. Did I hit it? I don't remember hitting it. But, yeah, it exploded nonetheless. There is that noise again. Am I crazy? I'm not the only one that hears that, right? That, like, noise or whatever. I mean, that's you know, a roundabout the accurate sound effect for that, but whatever. I'm sure we'll find it down here somewhere. It's probably some big, gooey, nasty monster like all the rest of it. We're gonna bomb our way through. Hey, guys, clear landing zone. Ah, God, don't worry. I'll blow myself up before I get down there. Excuse me. One more bomb ought to do it. Boop, and we got him. Okay, I'm still here in the blah, so where are you? Ah, what is that? Oh, it's a plant? Was that... The whole time, it was that plant that I saw. Does it drop me anything special, or does it just kind of spew out corruption? Interesting. I almost thought that it was going to hurt me there for a second, but whatever. I also just remembered how massive this biome is, so it looks like I'll just be able to build a couple platforms, and we should be more than good to go with the Eater of Worlds. There's a lot of puking plants down here. Come to the corruption, our plants vomit on you. Oh boy, put that on a postcard. They really went all out on the nasty factor of this. It's not just like a creeping wasteland now, it's like a pestilence-filled plague pit. There you go, you got the flesh pits of the crimson and the plague pits of the corruption. Alright, we've reached the end. There is just a whole bunch of stuff everywhere. Does this actually do anything to me? Oh God, it does. It poisons me. Okay. I was worried if it wouldn't do anything. It'd be nice if I could get some Evankoi or something floating around in the water over here. That'd be pretty helpful. I know that they can do that. Are they just gonna sit here and just keep puking? Okay, whatever. It's time to break some of these orbs. There's a lot right here all together, so I'm gonna try not to blow them all up at once. Maybe build some platforms, then we'll take the big bad worm boy out. There we go. We got our gun. Should be able to get an arms dealer now. We're ready to advance to the next stage of ranged combat. Lovely. It's unpleasant, too. And a file thorn. Okay, so we'll save the next one for later. Let's try to just build a whole bunch of platforms. We'll just go all the way across. I don't know. I want a lot of space so I can fight this guy. We'll start, like, right here. Let me just put these down, because I know I'm going to have to alternate between shooting and building. Okay, so I'll build up my little arena here, put some campfires down, and then we'll just go all into the Eater of Worlds. So after I'm done doing this, I'll see you then. Okay, total side note, there is just a garden of vomiting plants up there. I think that's a better name for this place than the plague pits. We're going to call it the Garden of Vomiting Flowers. Or plants, I don't know. Whatever one flows better off the tongue. Anyway, big platform. Alright, we've got our platform all ready to go. It's a decent length there, should be good to go. We got a carrot cake from Abysmite Slime. It lasts a whole 100 seconds, or 100 seconds, yeah. It lasts a whole 100 minutes. Increases life regen, just the perfect amount of icing. I'm assuming one of the developers of the Spirit mod really quite enjoys, carrot cake. which is understandable. I can appreciate that. I, too, am also a fan of the carrot cake. So we have a little bit of a buff right now. We'll throw that on. Boost up that life regen. Let's throw this down here, and let's get started with this fight. Switch up to the Jester arrows there before he gets here. There he goes. Okay, we just got to get him going in a straight line. Ideally not this way, because that's where all the bad guys are. All right, let's get going. Start firing at him. There we go. Get him in a nice straight line here. There we go. We got him trapped. He's done. Goodbye. Goodbye, Eater of Worlds. And it looks like it does give me life regen for each segment that it procs on, so you know what? Piece of cake. Absolute cakewalk. Excellent. He is down. Fantastic. We got ourselves a decent amount of shadow scales, blank glyph, and a treasure bag. Anything new from it? Just some shadow scales and a worm scarf. Well, that is pretty darn good. Now, I guess I'll just keep doing this. I'll just keep murdering him over and over again. We got a shadow orb. Let's throw that on. Now I got extra light. Yeah, we'll keep murdering him and see if anything new drops, because we got something new from the Eye of Cthulhu, so it doesn't hurt to check. And get the rest of the drops from this place, and then head back and see what's up. Oh, good, the ball of hurt. Oh, fantastic. God, look at that. Slow. Nothing like its 1.4 counterpart. Oh, I can't survive without the trash directly into the garbage every time I see it now. Until Tmod Loader is updated to 1.4, every ball of hurt, or just flail in general, going directly into the trash. Ah, he does drop something new. A Rot Scourge. 19 melee damage, 25 crit, slow speed, very weak knockback, and hitting foes may cause them to release multiple tiny homing eaters. Alright, we got a spear that kind of looks like a Eater of Worlds. Or I guess a Devour Eater of Souls, I don't know. Hello. Hello, sleeping tavern keep. Poke, wake up. Get up. Come on. Hello, there you are. Oh, how did I get here? I don't know. You just kind of fell into the world. Welcome. There's death everywhere. Glad you like it here. Why do you always spawn in the corruption? I've noticed that. Every time I have a corrupt world and you show up, you're always in the corruption. I already know the guide is a skin suit. Don't tell me that you're like the hive mind in a skin suit or something like that. I don't need that in my life. Okay, anyway, back to murdering flesh beasts. Alright, I think that's probably good enough for my murder spree. We got just about every item, I'm pretty sure. A whole mountain of shadow scales. Might as well throw those into the old recipe browser, see if there's anything new. Oh yes, indeed. There is a lot of new stuff. It's a whole new set of stuff, in addition to what I can craft with Demonite by itself. What can I make? A Noxus Targe. 2 defense. Being struck by an enemy poisons them. Increases defense by 1 for every poisoned enemy near the player. Interesting. This effect stacks up to 5 times. So, I can get this all the way up to 8 or 7 defense? If I remember how to do math right. I think that's right. That's pretty good. Just need a leather safeguard, which I think I have one of, bismite crystal, and 4 shadow scale. That's pretty cheap. And next is the sanguine scutum? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna try that. I think we're gonna go with scutum. I think one sounds good. Or Scootum. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go with Scootum. That one sounds pretty good. So, 1 defense, reduces life regen to 0, reduces damage taken by 3% for every nearby enemy up to 15%. Interesting. So, can I equip these both together at the same time? I imagine it'll let me. Maybe not. I don't know. Have to make them to find out. This thing takes that Dream Stride essence, which drops from those occultists that should start showing up during blood moons now. And next we got the Frigid Wraps, which is an upgraded version of the Leather Fist Wraps. It just does everything that this stuff does, but it adds the added benefit of melee strikes inflicting frostburn and 4% increased attack speed for every nearby enemy. That sounds pretty good. Does that carry over to all classes, or is that just melee? No, I have a million of these shadow scales, so I might as well make it and find out. We've got Coiled Cleats, that requires a tech drive, and that comes from Mechromancers, which is something from the Goblin Invasion, the Goblin Army, which hopefully should show up soon. We've got a Mana Shield, which is something else that I can do with a Leather Safeguard, but I just need Fallen Stars. Max mana by 20, absorbs 10% of the damage dealt by enemies, damage is converted into a loss of mana instead. Interesting. So, I've got a Mana Shield, basically, if I put this on. And the Brambletooth, which will let me summon the Vinewrath Bane and the Vile Charm, which increases melee crit by 5 and movement speed by 10. Interesting, it is a material for the Twilight Talisman, which is something I make much later. Alright, let's dump all this stuff off in the inventory and grab some new things. I have to go up and check out these NPCs too to see if they've got anything new and interesting to sell me. Alright, let's head up and check out the Enchanter first, wherever you are. There you go. See if you got any new glyphs for me. You do. You got Unholy Glyph. +6 armor penetration, Critical strikes can inflict Wandering Plague. Afflicted will slowly lose life and release toxic clouds. That +6 armor penetration sounds pretty good. But I'm gonna have to buy another efficiency glyph to throw on the Nightmare Pickaxe, since I had to get rid of my other one. Unless I only save this for mining Hellstone. I mean, I don't know. I think I might just skip that and put this on Holy Glyph on something. I have to wait and see if I get another ranged weapon. I think I might actually, since the arms dealer showed up, I can buy the Mini Shark now since I have so much, platinum, thanks to my gambling problem. Oh, interesting. Got a new bullet. Rubber bullet. 0 range damage, 25 crit. Knocks enemies back farther. I think that does that in real life too, so that's very accurate. Yeah, you know what? Let's buy a Mini Shark. Why not? I can afford it. I've got money for days. So now, the only thing left to do is wait for a Goblin army to show up so I can reforge it. It should be soon, hopefully. We will throw on that armor penetration onto the Mini Shark, and boom. It is now affected with Pestilence. All right, that should be pretty good. Let's buy some bullets from this fellow, see if I can make anything new out of those. Anything new with musket balls? Meteor shot, silver bullets, crystal bullets, cursed, glorified ichor, endless musket pouch. Okay, looks like the same old, same old. Nothing new. All right, what about you, gambler? Do you got anything new for me? No, same old, same old. What about the bandit? Anything new for me? Looks like it. Some stuff got moved over. Yes, we do. We have the Putrid Splitter, 14 range damage, splits into 2 smaller homing eaters. Interesting. It is consumable? Oh, it's like a quick, like, one-use thing. Interesting. And a creeping shuriken as well. Shoots a revolving creeper, fashioned yet after another fleshy eyeball. Interesting. Well, that is pretty cool. It's one use, though, so I guess it could get expensive having all this stuff at once. I don't know. We will keep that in mind for later. I can start using these target bottles. Could figure out whether or not those are good with a Mini Shark. I'm assuming. Let's take one outside and find out. So, what do I do? Just throw this thing up into the sky? I also cannot believe I still have an umbrella on there, but whatever. Anyway, so what, I just throw this up in the sky and then shoot it. Oh, look at that. So, gun damage is dramatically increased. What did that put it up to? I didn't get a look at that. Let's do that one more time. What is the damage? 11. So it about doubles the damage of this. That could be pretty good. Might have to grab a stack of those to take with me. Okay. Yeah, let's grab a stack of target bottles. So we'll get, like, I don't know, just walking around with 400 bottles sounds like a pretty good idea to me. Just carrying 400 target bottles with me everywhere that I go. So as I said a little while ago, I think the next thing on the list is going to be dealing with the Goblin army, and it's only a matter of time before it actually shows up. And we have a couple of different things that we can do while we wait for that. I think the first thing that I want to go do is complete this Surveyor's Scroll here that the adventurer gave me. And I need to go down and take a look at a marble cavern. And I don't know if it will work with any of the marble caverns I've found, or if I have to find a whole brand new one. But I think I know the location of one down here because I'm pretty certain that I heard its soundtrack playing whenever I walked by it, even though I couldn't see it. We gotta go down this way. It's just past that dead end that I found, so I think this is the right way. Yeah, it's just a little bit down this way. Gotta go back down into the pits. Maybe we'll come across something new. New terrifying beasts waiting to murder me. Oh, this is something new. I completely and totally overlooked that little thing down there. Energy sweeps into the Marble and Granite caves. Interesting. So there's some new ore here. Am I able to mine it? Yes, I am. I can mine it with this Nightmare Pickaxe. What do you do? So I can make a granite set, increase to my jump height, an energized key, charged with rock energy. I imagine that will let me summon a granite mimic. Make something called an Oaza? Something like that. Uses 80 mana, summons a random critter or enemy, does not summon bosses or NPCs. Well, God, I hope not. Looks like I won't be able to make that for a while, though. I need all of this, I guess, pre-hard mode stuff, plus Tim's Scroll of Fumbling. I imagine that it drops from Tim. Interesting. And, okay, we got Granite Coral, Monolith, Spike. Okay, so I can make all this stuff now, little decorative things. And I can make some items, some weapons. Axe, hammer, pickaxe, which is better than the Nightmare Pickaxe, so I might just make that. We have a bolt caster. It's a ranged weapon. Converts wooden arrows into unstable bolts which stick to hit enemies. Killing stuck enemies cause them to explode into damaging energy wisps. Colonnade, it's a melee weapon. I'm imagining it's like a flail. And a unstable conduit, which is a magic weapon. Fountain of energy at the ground near the cursor position. Killing enemies with this weapon causes them to explode into damaging energy wisps. It seems like the common theme here is that I hit stuff with it and it explodes into wisps. Alright, I can get down with that. Let's grab some of this stuff while we're here. We'll take a look at what the marble has to offer when I get down there. Does that mean there are new enemies in here as well? Ah, what is that thing? Hold on a second. I saw something new. What was that? What are you? A what? A Weezer. Okay, well, you're about to be dead, whatever you are. Anything special from you? No? Just a new enemy? Man, there's a whole bunch of new stuff down here. Okay, not waste too much time here. Let's grab some of these shiny blue things and then move on down to the marble biome. Oh, okay. Well, I just got the completed Surveyor Scroll from just getting near that marble biome up there. I was not aware that I was right next to one. Also, I found a Bismite Crystal Cave. I guess you can get those now. Ah, God, what is that thing? Gladiator Spirit. Oh my God, okay, so it has a reflective shield on it. Can you wait for me to get up there first? My God. Well, if there's new enemies for that, that means there's got to be new enemies down here. I'm just trying to get that little bit of granite up there. Do you mind just waiting a second? God, can you just wait? Can you wait? Fine, I'll wait for you then. So there's ancient marble chunks. We're going to take a look at that stuff once I get up there. There's so much new stuff to look at down here. All right, we got the marble biome. It looks like I think I can see the chunks down there. They kind of glow a little bit. They sparkle yellow. If I can see it, I'll do it again. Yeah, it shoots out like little runes whenever I get near it. Let's move on up here, grab some of this stuff. Oh, where are all the gladiators now, huh? Not gonna show up, huh? That scare you off? Yeah, there's one coming. He's gonna get blown up. Take that. Ah. Or even got your shield up, what can I say? Ah, what are you? Oh my God, hello. Is that a beholder? Oh God, it's a beholder. Okay, let's open fire. Take it down. Murder it. God, it blinks, teleports. God, I don't remember it doing that ever in any game that I've ever fought one in. Thank God this isn't the Dungeons & Dragons equivalent of a beholder, otherwise I'd be a dead man. There we go. Murdered him. So I've got something called the Eye of the Beholder now. Magic weapon, consumes 15 mana per second, inflicts magic damage. Okay, good, I imagined that it would. Oh, it is a magic yo-yo. How does that work? Oh, it actually does a good bit of damage. Not as much as the mini shark. Sorry, I gotta tell you, machine gun trumps yo-yo. Hate to tell you that. I guess we can cross that mini-boss off the list as well, even though I didn't mean to face off against him just yet. We never bothered to actually take a look and see what these marble chunks do. What do you make? You make a marble set. Looks like this is all about movement speed. Ancient key, I'm assuming that's for the mimic. There's another Awaza. Make some marble obelisks, and I can make a ham axe and pickaxe and bow and all that good stuff. Okay, so we'll grab enough of this stuff to make at least the ranged weapons, rather. We turn that contract back in, and hopefully by then we can have a goblin army show up. Oh, and would you look at that, just as soon as I get back up to the surface, a goblin army is approaching from the east. Well, I guess now we will find out how if defensible this structure actually is. Come and face me, goblins, I'm ready for you. I am more than ready. I hope. I have to find out how difficult those Mechromancers are. Stock up on some bullets. Maybe I can turn in this little scroll here real quick before they show up. Come here, adventurer. All right. I take it the caverns weren't too empty then. Did you manage to get a completed map, though? Great. These caverns are looking chock full of ancient loot. Maybe I'll coordinate some digs with the demolitionist. You're welcome to join us too, lad. You've more than earned it. All right, what do we got next? Up for a little exploring? This world's massive, and even I haven't seen it all. I'd like you to head out there and map out the far reaches of this land. You're gonna have to wait a minute. The goblins are here. Okay. Where are they at? Okay, they got the new 1.4 sprites. Bring it on. Yes, it does indeed appear as though they're stuck. If only I had some lava to dump down there, they'd be doomed. I guess I can always just go down there and try to mow through them. I guess it's not really possible for them to get inside here, unless they teleported. Okay, well, I guess the most efficient way to do this is to just go down there and open fire. So, you know, let's just blast them. Ah, God, arrows are coming at me. They're opening fire, too. Hey, oh, there it is. There's the Mechromancer. I found him. Oh, God, she's got rocket boots. I was wondering why the Goblin Tinkerer sold them, but the Goblins never used them. Come back. Ah. Go away, Rocket. Leave me alone. All right, we got him. What do we get? Got a tech drive. There's another Surveyor Scroll. We got astronaut leggings. There's that Centurion stuff, mysterious satchel. There's a whole bunch of stuff for us to look at. We'll take a look at it properly afterwards. Now it's time to murder. Oh no, the merchant's dead. How did they get in? Certainly couldn't have been from the open door. Wait a minute. No, they're all stuck down there. Did the merchant just kind of cannonball down there? Is that what he did? I'm done playing games with you. Take him down. Goodbye. Wiped out. Enough. Let me just pop up here real quick. There we go. Good teamwork there, buddy. Can I get another Mechromancer? I'm assuming I'm going to need more than just 8 of these tech drives. Come on down here. Oh, there, never mind. Okay, I see Freeman. Is that a new gun? What is this? Shoots a rocket that can be controlled by the cursor. I gotta get through here. Okay, so this is the game plan. Since the goblins just will not be nice enough to leave me alone long enough to look at anything, I'll murder all these guys, and then we'll see what's up afterwards. All right, here we go. I guess that's the goblins defeated. Also, we have a tavern keep named Blacksmith that just showed up. I guess he took the spot of the merchant. Definitely gonna have to add some more to this house now. Oh boy, more building. Okie dokie. Well, now that that fun is over, we can take a look and see what we got in here. We got a harpoon, a Freeman. Okay, snail speed, strong knockback. It's a ranged weapon. Shoots a rocket that can be controlled by the cursor. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. Is that a Half-Life reference? I'm pretty sure. Does it use bullets, or do I need rockets to use it? Let me get away from things that are destructible. Oh, it doesn't. Or does it use bullets? Okay, it used bullets. Interesting. And this is controllable? So I can only shoot one at a time, and then the other one just kind of hits it and it explodes. Well, that could be potentially useful. Might hold on to that. Why not? We got a vanity set. A couple pieces of it looks like. The Autonauts headgear and the Autonauts leggings. Interesting. I don't know what that would be a reference to. That looks vaguely familiar to me from somewhere, but I do not know. Anyway, got 37 of those tech drives. What are you used for? Makes coiled cleats, starplate beacon. I'm assuming that summons the starplate Voyager. I can make discharge tubes, which are useful for making a whole bunch of, like, neon stuff. Music box techno vibes. Interesting. I can make a nice little chill music box. Might have to do that with the excess, if there is any. What about the rest of it? Coiled Energizer creates an electric field that energizes nearby players, greatly increasing movement speed. Coil Hook, Coil Pistol, very fast speed, extremely weak knockback, converts regular bullets into electrified bullets that can chain from enemy to enemy. Ooh, that sounds fancy. And we've got the Heavy Pulse Rifle, which is for much later. Crazed Contraption, also much later. Coiled Rod, a new summon, and a Coiled Blade. Interesting. Also, I guess this summon is a sentry? Alrighty. Now, where was I? Adventurer, not the adventurer. I have a completed Surveyor Scroll. Do I get to keep it? I guess I get to keep it. Okay, so I guess, just put this up here. Doesn't that look pretty? Okay, and what about these mysterious satchels? We got Beyond the Walls. It's a new painting right there. Very pretty. And another Sunset Spire, which we already have one of. We have a Cartographer's Map. Reveals a nearby portion of the minimap. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty useful for exploration. Huh. Guess I probably should have saved that for maybe the jungle or something to find me some beehives. Oh well. Live and learn. So we got a Gladiator set as well. Centurion's Helmet and Centurion's Plate Mail. And there's the Greaves. See what that looks like. Oh yeah, that looks pretty beefy. I think I like that one. A little bit more than the Thornspeaker set. Oh well, we'll make an armor stand and throw that on there. Alright, so about this granite and marble stuff, I think I have just enough to make everything that I need. I'm gonna end up making the granite pickaxe. I think I'll hold off on the axe and just save it for the meteorite, which I still have to explore. I'm not sure if I'll do that in this episode, because I feel like this one's been going on for a while. We'll just see where we are after all this. Alright, let's take a look at these new sets. Let's go over the marble set first. Throw that on. So, I get 6 defense from the head, the robe, increases my movement speed by 3%, and the treads gives me another 6% increased movement speed, and says all that glitters is gold. Well, look at me. Don't I look like a Greek god with a machine gun? Also, I have coiled cleats on, if you're wondering what that blue stuff is on my feet. But there we go. Take all that off so you can really see it. Look at that, barefoot. Yes, I am a god. You may kneel before me. I will be accepting tribute. Set bonus is press up to grant divine winds, allowing for limited flight. Interesting. Oh, yes. Yes. I love this. I can levitate. What's the cooldown on that, does it say? 5-second cooldown? So I can, like, literally levitate with this now, and then, you know, proceed to fall to my doom. And so now for the Gilded Longbow. By the way, I made the Unstable Boltcaster too, and I both ended up getting deadly for both of them, so I think that that might be a sign. So the Gilded Longbow, good amount of range damage, good crit, slow speed, weak knockback, converts wooden arrows into heavy arrows. Heavy arrows shatter upon hitting enemies or tiles. I don't actually have any wooden arrows with me right now. I have to go buy a stack from our old buddy the merchant who killed himself. Well, fine. I will just grab some out of my inventory. I have a bunch of them there. Okay. So let's see what the Gilded Longbow looks like. Let's actually put the wooden arrows in our ammo slot so they get used first. Let's use our brain here. Ooh. Would you look at that? Now, that's fancy. Looks like it travels a good distance, too. It also makes a noise. Well, that could be good for AoE. It looks like it covers a pretty decent area, so if there's a big enough enemy, it should be pretty good. All right, so now what about the granite stuff? Let's throw all that stuff on. So, 6 defense, 9 defense. This looks like a very tanky set. Increases jump height slightly. That definitely does, it looks like, I guess. Yep, that's pretty good jump height. Now, the set bonus is double tap down while falling to stomp downward. Hitting the ground releases a shockwave that scales with height. So, does that mean if I'm, like, extremely high up in the air and I drop down... Boom! Look at that. Oh, yeah. What's the cooldown on that? 8 seconds? Okay. This could be pretty decent. It's very tanky. It certainly looks cool. I think I gotta give it to the gilded set, though, here. The marble one. That just looks fantastic. Now, what about the bolt caster? A little bit more range damage than the gilded longbow. Same critical strike, very slow speed, average knockback, so it's got better knockback. Converts wooden arrows into unstable bolts which stick to hit enemies. Killing stuck enemies cause them to explode into damaging energy wisps. Okay, well, let's find an enemy to shoot at. That bunny looks pretty threatening. What about you? Come back, bird. There we go. I think it actually got killed by the overgrowth buddy. This looks like an awesome weapon as well. I love the sprite work here. So it essentially does the same thing that this thing does, but not right away. I guess this might be better for AoE. I don't know. The bolt caster seems like it'll be a lot better than the gilded longbow. Put an enchantment on that. I got a couple glyphs. I might just throw on the granite set just to be able to stomp, because I haven't seen any range sets show up yet, so we'll just throw that on. Throw on the centurion set for decorative purposes, and retire the bismite set. Well, with that, I think I am going to bring this episode to a close. We kind of covered a whole lot of ground there. I just went over expecting to murder the corruption boss over there, beat up the big bad eater of worlds, and then go explore the meteorite, and, you know, just go through that same, you know, post-corruption adventuring. But I just had all this new stuff get thrown at me. Now I just got to deal with the occultist and a blood moon. I don't know when I'll get that next. Hopefully it shows up soon. Got a new surveyor scroll to go and explore. Gotta check out the asteroid fields. I'm thinking that'll be up in the sky, but that'll be something for the next episode. So like I said, there was a whole lot of stuff going on in this episode. It might be a little bit of a long one too, just like the last one, but that's alright. You guys say it like that. Or maybe you don't. Either way, it is what it is. So, as I've said for the millionth time, I think I'm going to call it an episode here, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking me out. I really appreciate it. And as always, whatever it is, wherever you are, day or night, I hope you're having a good one of those. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.